Hey peeps, in today's video we'll be unboxing, testing out, and reviewing the MONPORT RENO 65W Pro Laser Engraver. A huge thanks to MONPORT for sending us this desktop CO2 laser. We're excited to try it out. If you're interested in MONPORT machines, you can use our discount code Anonymous10 for 10% off your purchase. If you don't have a water chiller available, you can use this water pump and a bucket of distilled water instead. Additionally, we adjusted our belt tension to be even. We also had the opportunity to be sent the industrial chiller by MONPORT, so we'll go ahead and set it up with our laser. We'll need to put distilled water and antifreeze into the chiller. The air assist of this laser is automatically always on, but there is a lever that we can switch to turn off the air assist. Now we're going to check if our mirrors are aligned. We can do this by covering a mirror with tape, pulsing the laser, and then verifying that that laser mark is in the center of the mirror. If it isn't, then you can adjust where the mirror is. We can see that around the indentation of the mirror on the tape, our dot is in the center. And we're just cleaning the mirrors after we remove the tape. Now we're pulsing the laser on scrap wood to make sure it comes out clean and correctly placed. We opened the USB drive on our computer and found there were some documents that could be helpful and the driver we need to install to connect the machine to our software. Then in LightBurn we went into our devices to find our laser. Once our device was connected, we made sure all of our settings were correct. Our laser is finally set up, so we'll go ahead and laser cut wood and acrylic to complete a test project. In LightBurn, we're starting by making the design to cut and engrave on our wood. Unfortunately, we messed up our settings so the laser didn't fire properly. We'll attempt it again, but this time we put masking tape on our wood to keep the material cleaner. Now that the wood is cut out, we'll copy and paste the MONPORT logo to use to cut out acrylic. We just need to adjust the settings for acrylic and make sure to add a kerf so that the acrylic fits into the project perfectly.
Okay, after unboxing, setting up, and testing out this new Reno laser engraver, here's some of our initial thoughts. First of all, I really love the aesthetics of this machine. It's a very unique packaging for a laser. We certainly don't have a laser with as many design elements as this Reno Pro behind me here, so it actually looks really neat. Now, as far as pros to this machine, obviously a 65 watt glass laser tube is certainly powerful enough to cut through any material that you want, as well as doing some serious engraving. Now, I certainly love the fact that this machine comes with a quality DSP controller, which makes setup and use and certainly the gold standard for desktop CO2 lasers. Another great feature about this machine is the work area. So we have the 65 watt machine behind us, which comes with a 600 millimeter by 400 millimeter workspace, which is just under 2 feet by 18 inches. That's an incredible amount of workspace given the size of this desktop CO2 behind me. For comparison, the Onyx, which was a discontinued model from MONPORT, came with a work area of about 18 inches by 12 inches. So we've dramatically increased our workspace while not increasing our footprint of the laser itself. Now, MONPORT was able to increase this workspace by removing some of the features within the laser itself to make more room for that work area, such as an integrated chiller. So this machine does not come with an integrated chiller. It does come with a water pump that you can stick into a bucket of distilled water to cool that CO2 to. MONPORT, however, sent us a dedicated water chiller to use with this machine, the CW5200 behind me, which keeps the water temperature at its ideal state, which should prolong the life of the laser tube itself. And definitely something that I suggest you do if you use this machine is to get a dedicated water chiller instead of just a bucket of water. Now, another feature of this machine is its speed. Because there is not a autofocus and all of the mass that comes with putting that on the laser head, we're able to get speeds up to 600 millimeters per second, which is incredibly fast for a desktop machine. Now, the con to that, of course, is the fact that though MONPORT does call this a semi-auto focus machine because it has that little magnetic plunger, it's really a manual focus. So you have to get in there with a wrench to manually focus the Z-bed to get it to the right height, but it is really simple to do because of that magnetic plunger. But I would call this a manual focus Z-bed. Now, I love the fact that we are able to move the Z-bed about 4 inches. We're able to have a lot of flexibility as to what we're engraving. Of course, other features that make this machine great is you can remove the honeycomb and have cutting blades, as well as removing the tray itself for easy cleaning. I also like the fact that with just a few screws, you can basically remove the whole top of the machine to get to all of the parts that you would need to routinely get to, such as the mirrors to get some cleaning in, as well as alignment. So that's all pretty simple. We have a lot of good access. Now, I will say a key feature missing from this machine is an integrated camera, though I know MONPORT is coming out with the 65 Reno Pro Vision that has that capability installed. Now, one small issue that we noticed when this machine arrived and we were unpacking it was that the gantry was a little bit crooked, and we were able to adjust that pretty easily by unscrewing the shaft in the back that connects the Y-axis belt. So pretty easy fix, but it was something that we did notice when we got this machine. The mirrors came pretty much aligned out of the box, but we did want to check that, and that's why we showed that process as well. So overall, I think this Reno 65 Pro is a great mid-level desktop CO2 laser. I think worthy of an upgrade from a K40 to this machine. If you're limited on workspace, this is a good spot.
Once again, thank you so much to MONPORT for sending us this laser. We're excited to continue making projects with it, and if you're interested in a MONPORT machine, make sure to use our discount code Anonymous10 for 10% off. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it.